Now I'm going to make a little winter scene for you. So I had the winter trees that we created. Now think about space. So you want foreground, middle ground, background. Anything that's in the foreground is going to be very, very big. So we're kind of working within this space. I'm going to have my thing that comes up in the foreground be very tall up on my paper. So I'm going to do a tree. And this is going to be really close in the foreground. And I'll do one more little layer here. And I'm just going to have this kind of have a little lap of snow. So these little piles of snow back like that. Okay, I'm going to do a little path that kind of goes back in the distance so we can see some of the distance. Remember, anything that is in the front is going to be large. And then as it goes back, okay, as it goes back, we're going to get smaller. Now here's something that I'm going to do, because I kind of like this idea of these hills, these little hilly kind of areas of land that have little lops of snow. Okay, I might put something else over here though. Let's do a tree in the middle ground here. So this one's going to be a little smaller. So we're showing some distance because the size gets a little smaller. I'm just going to put a little lap of snow there. Okay, and this is going to go back like that. Now, our trail has to start out kind of big at the end. Okay, so down here we need to have this big space in the front. And as we go back into the distance, it is going to get smaller and smaller. Okay, now one side of it, like this side, you might see like how big the snow actually is. Okay, and the other side you might not see anything. You might not see like that because this is, you know, seen from a view. All right, so now we might have like a little house back here. Let's do a little house back here, a little cozy Thomas Kincaid type house with the lights and all that kind of stuff. Let's just do a little lops of snow there. We're gonna do just a little house. Okay, we're gonna put some windows on. There we go. And you know, you dress your house up however you want to. Some icicles hanging from it, you know, some shrubs that are on the side. Okay, and we're gonna do like a little area here. Okay, leading up to where this path ends. So when it comes over the hill, you're gonna see that it actually gets a little bigger over the hill. So this area right here gets a little bigger over the hill. Okay. Now any types of trees or anything, like some, we can do a couple more of the evergreen trees in there. And remember, they're pretty small in the distance. You could, you know, have a snowman in the yard, whatever you wanted to. Let's do some nice mountains in the background and foothills. So I'm going to do some little foothills like this. Okay. And this would be a really great thing to kind of color afterwards and maybe put even some sequins on it. So I'm going to put some really small little trees in the background here. just really small little things because, you know, we want to have some areas that are foresty, maybe some areas that are a little more empty spots. So I'm just putting in a couple of these and give myself a little smoke coming out of the chimney. Okay. And let me get some nice mountains in there. There we go. And if you notice, my mountains aren't they're not very peaked because a lot of mountains are not super peaked. Think about how you can climb up on a mountain. Okay, and we can get some areas that are snow-capped. And a little sun or moon or something over here. Okay, maybe it's nighttime. And I'm going to kind of have some of these lines. You don't want to have full lines on there, but we could put some stars in the sky if it's going to be a night scene. Okay, so there's your little scene. So think about your foreground, middle ground, and background and how big things will go in the front, and they might cover up some of those things in the back. So don't think that it's wrong if you have something really large in the front. Everything will go back in the distance and it'll get smaller and smaller. Okay, thanks for watching.